So good morning students. Today's topic is the important property of solid. This property was left in the previous lecture. So the crystalline solids are anisotropic in nature. So what does anisotropic means? Anisotropic means that an isotropic property, that means the crystalline solid have the long range order. As you know that by the definition of the crystalline substance, that these are the particles, constituent particles. Suppose this is our crystal. Okay. So in this crystals, the particles like atom, molecule, or ions. Okay. So the atom, suppose this may be the atom. Okay, these may be the atoms. As you know that the different atoms have different size and different mass number also. Okay, so suppose this is a type of a crystal. So this means by the definition of the crystal, we know that the crystals are arranged in a regular in the periodic order. It is being a solid. Okay, it is a solid, but being a solid, it is a crystalline solid. So the in a crystalline solid, the particles are arranged in a regular and a periodic order. Okay, fine. So the crystalline solid has a long range order. That long range order means this order is repeated in a crystal up to a long range. Okay, this means this pattern, or you can say this pattern also. This order or this pattern is repeated in a long range, not in a plane, but also in a three-dimensional. Okay, it has the long range order in x-axis also. Okay, y-axis also and z-axis also. Because the crystalline are generally we are talking about the crystal which is three-dimensional crystal. Understand? So in this three-dimensional crystal, though we have this long range order, and due to this long range order, the physical property like electrical resistance and the refractive index are different in different direction. Just you can see here, suppose if the particles, suppose if we are moving along this direction, so the particles, this means the electric charge or the ray of light has to cross these small particles or these small atoms. It has to cross. Suppose if we are moving along this direction, so the electrical resistance would be different. And suppose if we are moving along this direction, here the electrical resistance will be different. Why? Because here the size of the atom is different and here also the size of the atom is different. And suppose if we move along this direction, suppose here the size of the particle is large, here the size of the particle is small, here large, okay, and suppose here is small, okay, and here large. So you can see here, this means here also the electrical property and the optical property, here the electrical resistance or the optical property of this crystal is different in this direction. So this property of this crystalline substance is different along the different direction. So this property is called an isotropic or isotropic property, or this is the phenomena is called isotropy. Okay, isotropy in crystalline substance. So this property is being only shown in crystalline solid. Understand? In crystalline solid. So have you understood this? An isotropic property occur generally only in crystalline solid. Okay. So now if we take a look on amorphous solid, so the amorphous solids are isotropic in nature. See, amorphous solids are isotropic in nature. Okay, the amorphous solids are isotropic in nature. What does it mean? So isotropic in nature means, this means just remember the arrangement of the constituent particles in amorphous solid. Just see, it is